Alright, so, uh, Final Hope, again, came out yesterday. Very public, very free for you all to play. Um, Link in the description if I remember to put it there. However, um, before, very late on this, but I should have made this video a little sooner, But, I mean, there is a free slot extension for everybody, so you can have two slots. I want to make a video on what I think the best race is for everybody to go ahead and have the best advantage they can get if they want that advantage, right? Of course, every race is good. Every race is fine. Um, However, there has to be a better race, right? Always. So let's go ahead and observe, right? Now, I'm not going to be judging transformations. I'm not going to be judging base stats cuz as far as I'm concerned, the base stats don't really matter as much. Excuse me one second. All right. As far as I'm concerned, the base stats don't matter as much because if a race has good base stats, then the transformations are going to be worse to counter that, right? So I'm not looking at that for two reasons. For one, the reason I just explained, and for two, I don't know the base stats. um, I asked people, and I couldn't get any answers, unfortunately. Um, but there is a lot more to judge a race on other than their stats and forms. There's statistics, buffed and nerfed statistics, and abilities as well. So let's go ahead and get into that first. Saiyan, of course, the classic race. I'm sure this is going to be the most picked race, obviously, as it should be, to be fair. The buffed statistic for Saiyan, you can see right here, is melee damage. The nerfed statistic is key damage. Very simple. With Saiyans, you're going to want to go melee damage. If you're a melee damage player, choose a Saiyan. If you're a key damage player, we'll see what you can choose, right? We'll see later in the video. Ability, double melee damage and melee resistance for 30 seconds. That's quite good. That's quite a good ability. Um, this race is good, right? I'm going to rank them at the end if I can. This is a good race. Saiyans are good in this game. It's not like Final Stand either, where every 3 levels you get one in every slot. It's every 2, right? I'm also assuming that each race is gonna have the same number of forms, or at least the same level of forms, or something like that. I don't know, right? It'll balance itself out later, right? Is what I'm saying. So like, freezes aren't gonna stop at golden, while Saiyans are getting Blue Kaioken, Blue Evolved, um, Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan 5, right? It's not gonna go up to infinity. Super Saiyan Blue 5, not crazy shit like that. Um, but I'm sure Frieza's will get stuff like Golden Cooler, Golden Metal Cooler probably like later on, right? That's not confirmed, of course. I'm speculating how they could take the forms higher and higher, right? Um, anyway, Saiyan's very good. Very, very good race. Very good. Um, they're gonna have lots of transformations. They're very good. It's gonna be a lot of fun to play as a Saiyan. Very solid race. Majin. Oh god, that's cursed. Alright, there we go. Oh god. Nike. Had to cover them. Um, anyway. Majin's buff, melee resistance, and key resistance, and then nerf speed and key damage. Now, you might look at this and be, oh, it's bad, right? And yeah, that's not the best. Um, I'm not a big fan of their statistics. However, their ability makes up for their statistics. Um, Absorb dead players and keep 30% of their stats. 30%, 30. Um, you can stack this on transformations, I believe. If you can't, that's stupid, and it'll probably be changed. Because their stats suck, right? Their stats don't suck. Their buffed and nerfed statistics suck. Um, and I don't want to say they suck flat out, because yeah, resistance can be good, of course. Speed is not a huge deal. Early game, it's going to be annoying, but later game, it's not going to matter at all. Key damage kind of sucks, because key damage is quite strong. With Majins, you're going to want to go melee damage mostly, right? You're gonna want to go melee damage, especially with your resistance. You don't, you can take a couple hits. You can go in and do melee, right? That's the preferred stat for Majins, right? Um, Majins are quite good. I don't think they're as good as Saiyans. Of course, as the game evolves and with gameplay, with me using these races, using absorption in PvP, stuff like this. Of course, it's not going to work in ranked because you can't absorb a dead player in ranked because once they're dead, you won. So unfortunately, if ranked comes with the game, I'm sure it will. But unfortunately, um, that's like a reason like why Majins aren't going to be so good, right? So I can't put Majin above Saiyan. Not no way. Maybe later in the game I can, but no way right now. And obviously for public tournaments, which are, to be honest with you, or maybe not public, quote unquote, but like tournaments hosted by players in private servers, like in Discord servers and everything, that is way more important than ranked to me. Cause in ranked you can cheese the shit out of it. There's no rules. Whatever you're doing, you're doing. I don't care about a ranked #1 board. When I was playing Final Stand, I cared about winning private server tournaments. I didn't care about rank that much. I didn't play rank that much. I went into rank to clown on people, but other than that, um, and for videos, of course, like using Kamehameha, using Goku movesets, my old ass videos, right? If you want to go check them out, great videos by the way. But anyway, yeah, I can't put Majin above Saiyan. Human, buffed statistics, speed, melee damage, another melee race, right? Nerfed statistic, key damage, key resistance. I like the stats on human. I do. I like that. I like buffed speed and melee damage. Again, buff speed and nerf speed isn't gonna matter too much. But humans, it's quite good. Uh, to be honest with you, now that I think about it, I'm liking the stats a little less because I'm honestly ruling out speed for higher levels. It's not gonna matter. I promise you, it's not gonna matter that much. Um, but key damage and key resistance is gonna matter. At the higher level. All their abilities, all moves have a 1 second cooldown for 10 seconds. I don't like that. I don't think that's very useful. For 10 seconds, all your moves have a 1 second cooldown. So for 10 seconds, you can spam your whole move set, which isn't going to work anyway because you're a melee character and you're going to be wanting to use melee combos, and cooldowns aren't even going to work for that anyway. Honestly, humans are bad, man. Humans got shafted again. Don't pick human. This is honestly, this is the worst race I've seen so far for sure. Because it makes no sense. Why would you think about it? If you're a melee user, you're using combos, right? You're comboing. Uh, Stuff like Meteor Crash, right? It's barely gonna matter that it has like a 3-4 second cooldown. It's not gonna matter, right? It's not. It's just not. The only 1 second cooldown thing that would matter is for key moves, and nerfed stat is key damage. So human is honestly garbage. Don't pick human. Oh, that's cursed. Frost Demon. Key damage buffed, melee damage nerfed. Very simple. It's the opposite of Saiyans. Ability take 40% less damage for 20 seconds. I can already tell people will be like, that doesn't make sense for Frieza race. It's like, well, it does, because, you know, in a lot of games, Frieza races are like glass cannons, right? They're glass cannons. They will do so much damage to you, but they're gonna take a beating. Um, Now you look at the anime, and it's like, it's not the opposite, but it's so untrue because Frieza just, this man takes so many beatings and comes back. You look at Namek Saga, man dropped a spirit bomb on his head and Frieza got back up. The planet blew up while he was cut in half. This man was cut in half and was still alive, but not only that, a planet blew up under him and he survived. He was alive. Okay? They had to repair him, but he was alive. Fast forward to DBS Broly. This man is sitting here tanking hits from Super Saiyan Broly for an hour straight. An hour straight. Yes, this ability makes sense, and it is a good ability. 40% damage reduction. That's a lot more than like 40% more health, 40% damage reduction is powerful for 20 seconds as well. That is a great ability. Key damage over melee damage is great stats if you're as long as you're using it correctly. Frost demons are a great race. Moving on. Namekian buff key max, nerfed melee resist. Honestly, that's not bad. That's not bad. If you're a key, you know, since it's key max, I would buff key damage on a Namekian. If I was a Namekian, I would use key moves because you have less melee resistance. You want to stand your ground. You want to go back or not stand your ground. You want to gain distance on your opponent. Um, and because you have less melee resistance, you don't want to take any melee hits, right? You want to lose distance, right? You want to. I'm not saying you gotta run away the whole fight, but like you want to be in control, right? And sometimes for control, you need distance. Um, and key max fits that perfectly because you're not gonna run out of key. If you run out of key in this game, you're screwed because you lose health when you're out of key. And I'll be damned if someone lets you charge up in a fight later on in the game, right? Maybe early on in the game, both of you will need to charge up, but someone later on, he's not gonna let you charge up, man. That's how. Excuse me. One one moment. So spit went down the wrong pipe. But anyway, oh boy, it's gonna come back. Hate that. But Keymax, very good. This Namekian is good. Ability, regenerate 50% of key and health. That is great. That's an insane ability. Excuse me. Oh boy, I need a drink. Oh boy, I'm out of drink. Fuck. um. Anyway, this is a great race. This is great, man. Namekian is an just like in Final Stand, it's gonna be a great race, especially for key users, man. It's not impossible to do a melee character, but in this game, melee moves take stamina and not key, so key max doesn't affect your melee moves. So if your bust stat is key max, then you're gonna want um, you know, key damage. However, it's not necessarily needed either because you can still go melee because forms still drain key, right? Forms will drain your key. So if you're in your form, it's draining your key quickly. At least you're gonna be in that form for a long time because you're not using very many key moves, right? That's the sort of the balance. Namekian is a great race, very versatile. Android now buffed melee resist or melee key damage and key damage, nerfed key max. Absorb any key attack for 10 seconds. So for 10 seconds, if someone uses a key move on you, I'm assuming you absorb it and you gain your health back. That's pretty good. Probably key back as well. That would make sense. That would cover your nerfed statistic, which is key max. His ability covers his weakness, and he is buffed. His buff statistics are both damages. So yes, this is a great race. Um, honestly, uh, I like it. I like Android race. It looks good. Nerf key max. So what? You're an android. You can absorb key abilities, and it's not like the Final Stand one where you have to leave yourself open. That's my Discord, not yours. Let me go on Do Not Disturb. Um, great race, great race. Cause you can cover your downfalls. You can cover your downsides, and honestly, I think Android is great. Um, instead of I think it's automatically absorbed. So like while you take even if you're doing anything, from what I'm getting at is you press it and for 10 seconds you're immune to key and it heals you and it heals your key probably, right? That would make the most sense and that's great ability, man. Great ability, great. So honestly, you had to use it properly, but once used properly with great skill, great race, man. Buffed key damage and melee damage. Excuse me. So great, and we're back to square one. Oh boy, what's the best race, man? Um, man, it's not gonna be Majin and it's not gonna be Human. I'm sorry, Majin and Human fans. Majin is not bad. Okay, it's just unfavored right now. I can't put Majin above Saiyan. It's not bad like Human. Human is the worst race, and then Majin. Let's see. Man, I really can't tell you what is the best race. Like it just comes down to your playstyle. If you want to be a key damage race, if you're a key damage player, you like shooting beams, you like running away, shooting a crusher ball, a death saucer, all that jazz, you like doing power impact, dirty fireworks, stuff like that, man, you gotta go Namekian or Frost Demon. You gotta do it. If you want a balance, if you want to be both, pick Android. Android is the race to pick if you want to go balance. Android is fantastic for balance. Do it. Um, if you want a melee damage character, unrivaled, undisputed king of the game is Saiyan for melee damage because of their ability. Right, their ability. If you want to know how you use your ability, you press B. I'm gonna make a video on that. So yeah, overall, honestly, humans suck. Majins are good. Every other race in the game is great. Um, fantastic. Saiyans are the undisputed king for melee damage. I think Namekians are probably the undisputed king for like cheese for like backing up, controlling the fight. Healing, of course. Androids are the undisputed king for a balanced build, absolutely. Um, and Frost Demons, man, undisputed kings for key damage. Um, and this ability is just great. It doesn't really help your buff statistic though. That's why I'm sort of saying it's like not the. I don't think Frost Demon is the best race. Specifically, their ability is not bad and their statistics are not bad. They're great. It just they don't help each other that much, right? Um, that's it for this video. Honestly, I'm sorry I couldn't give you the best race, but I hope I answered your question. I kind of did give you. I kind of did give you a best race, just not an undisputed king of the game, god level race. Like, it depends on what you want to be. If you want to be a key damage, Frost Demon. If you want to like heal, you want to be support kind of Namekian. If you want melee damage, undisputed king is Saiyan. And then if you want balance, Android. That's it. That's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Um, I really, man, this was a lot more fun than I thought it would be. The races are designed very well in this game. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.